Hello, everybody. This is Robert Curtis I'm Chaplain Rob. I do give messages in the park, and I'm heading that way to give a message. But this is a crossover to my business. I actually work in all the salons and barbershops and dog groomers and sometimes restaurants and stuff like that. And I actually support other sharpeners throughout the country. And I am politically activated to harness those relationships to get constitutionally minded citizens elected that abide by grace, forgiveness, and justice according to the Constitution. Now that's not popular. You would think, well, yeah, that's good, but actually, it's sometimes in the eyes of the beholder and how they interpret that Constitution. And a lot of people seem to think that it's selective. No, that Constitution was written, and predominantly a lot of the people that signed on board with it wasn't born here in the United States. They were born in England, so they were actually immigrants, and some of them, are just like Australia. America was made up of a great deal of the criminal element. England would ship it over to the United States, or a criminal problem, and so we were rebels and stuff. So those on probation and parole, those on the sex offender register, they're good citizens. Leave them alone. Let them do their things. Now, my message today: no, they want to eat their bread. Let them eat it in peace. Provide for their families, have housing, and be compassionate for the least of these among us, and the least are those on the sex offender registry. And the recidivism rates are so low on those things. Prison's a different place for those people. They don't want to go back there, so they're really good citizens. But there's a stigma there. All right, now I'm going to get into this mask thing. By the way, I was 16 years in the Army, training in nuclear, biological, chemical protection, and this doesn't, or the mask, whether it's paper, whether it's cloth, it doesn't do anything. But it's a mind control device. It's the effects, not the intent, that these things do. It muzzles the speaking and creates fear in the community and in society. And because I work in salons and everything, if I'm going to a place of business, I will choose not to wear a mask because it's ridiculous. It doesn't do anything. It's more of a belief system, people. People believe this thing does something, so they feel like they're doing something. So it empowers. They feel empowered, but it doesn't do anything. For me, when I go in the salons or whatever, I won't wear a mask. I will wear a shield because I'm doing business and they're paying me. I will wear this as a shield. But I typically, if I'm, let's say, going to Home Depot or Walmart or whatever, I will not wear a mask because I am there to give them business. And you, as the consumer, has or should have the right to choose whether to wear one or not to wear one. And if that place of business, I don't care if it's a corporation, a restaurant, or whatever, department store, hardware store, whatever, if they're not letting you choose to not wear one, then you don't need to be doing business with them. And there is an opt-out on that. If you got any kind of medical condition at all, I've had surgery in the past and stuff, and borderline diabetic, so you can get a medical card online. It just says medical mask exemption, and it says it's constitutional, and they can't ask you what the condition is or anything. So this is, a lot of times I'll just show them this, and they'll let me go ahead and shop or whatever. If they don't, then I'll opt out of doing business with them, and I would go elsewhere, and I will leave a review as regards to that. Now, I'm spending money there. I'm the boss. Okay, I should have that freedom to choose. Now, when I go to salons or whatever, those salons and those hairdressers, they're my boss. Instead of wearing a mask, I wear a shield, in which is you can still breathe, and it's a little bit less invasive. And I've even had some hairdressers say, well, that's not good enough. And I said, that's okay. I'll pass on doing business with you. So you have that option as well. So I just wanted to leave this as a message to you guys. Have compassion for others, but stand up for your rights. Stand for what's right and not what's popular. And you'll be rewarded for this. Maybe not in the short term, but you will be rewarded in the end for this. Y'all have a blessed day, and be safe out there.